Hi, everyone, and welcome to video number 4 of Building Resilience Through Mindfulness. Today, we are going to explore emotions, emotional pain, and how to change all of it. So, when we talk about emotions, we know that it is a product of what happens in our body and how we perceive it, how we perceive the thoughts, how we perceive the incidents, and what are the experiences that we have learned from the time we are born till the current age. So, emotions is not just happening to you yesterday or right now. It is something that you have learned as a response to the situation that you have faced. Maybe you have faced a similar kind of situation many times. So, we usually tend to say that every time this happens, it makes me very angry. Or whenever I see something like this, whenever I witness something like this, it makes me sad, it makes me frustrated, or I am feeling very low. So all of these are a few common vocabulary that you have picked up on the way of learning and being conditioned with emotions. So what are we exactly going to do in this video? Towards the end of the video, I'm going to demonstrate one more mindfulness technique, which is a guided imagery for you to have a little bit more acceptance and hold over your emotions. So usually in therapy or anywhere, whenever I'm sitting with a client, their agenda is always that, can you just make it all go away? It's not about making it all go away. It's about looking at it. I'm not saying that you have to look at it and keep it. It's the moment you come into a state of acceptance and acknowledgement, everything that you don't require will begin to fade away and you will not hold it any longer. It's not the emotion that stays in your system, but you hold it over there for some or the other reason. In the recent years, in the researches and in the statistics, it is seen that depression, the major depression, is gone up by 33% in women. Depression is a lot of sadness. It's a lot of, everything that happens in your system when you feel you're not good enough, when you feel rejected, and when you feel sad and blue all the time. We are not getting into the underlying factors of depression here, but as such, you get a sense of what this means. And also, we have a lot of researchers backing up wandering thoughts. Harvard research says that 47% of the times our mind is lost in thoughts, which means that 47% of the day or 47% of every hour, we are being so unproductive and we are just ruminating over thoughts of what happened in the past, regretting it, having guilt, having all of these emotions come up, or looking at the future and being anxious. Are we taking action in that 47% of the time? Come on, 47% is a huge chunk of your time. It's like almost half a day. You're just wasting, whiling away. While I'm not blaming you that you're wasting, but just bringing it to your attention that this is what average human being is doing right now, is wasting half of the day by just thinking unwanted thoughts that is going to put them more into trouble rather than help. So how do we cope up with wandering thoughts? I will demonstrate as I promised. At the same time, I want you to do one thing, okay? After watching this video or towards the end of the day when you're with yourself, or if you have a mobile phone or a computer with you, just Google a lot of a vocabulary of emotions. There is something called as an emotional wheel that is available. Just download that and keep it for yourself, because it is always useful for you to have a broader vocabulary when it comes to emotion, rather than just saying that I am very angry, I'm very sad, I am very upset, I am very fearful, or I am very excited. Let's eliminate the very, okay? And for example, if you're angry, you can say that I was raging, I'm furious, I'm frustrated, I'm instigated by all of these things, I feel triggered. There are a lot of things that you can do. Same way with sadness, you can say I'm feeling blue, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling hopeless, I'm feeling despair. So enhance your vocabulary, because these are different intensities of the same thing. Not all angry can be quantified into very angry, because in that you lose the essence of acknowledging that. So it's a very useful thing for you to have an emotional vocabulary of what is going on with you, because that will begin to change things. When we spoke about mindfulness, we are looking at broadly four areas, which we have already covered is awareness. We are looking at connectedness, which I have spoken as well. We are looking at insights, the narratives that you talk to yourself. And we are looking at your relaxed alertness. So when we look at all of this together, the perception broadens and it changes. Now you are aware that you can change everything, you can have a new neural pathway and all of that. So today we are going to help you identify the emotions. So just before you begin this exercise, it will be useful if you have the emotional wheel handy with you, or you can do this exercise with me right now with whatever comes up, and again repeat it once you have gone through the emotional wheel, which has a broader spectrum of your emotions. So again, I want you to take a posture which is helpful for you. You can use your recliner, you can lie down, or you can sit with your feet firm on the ground. And this is a guided imagery. So I encourage you to visualize or imagine what I say till you get into the groove of that automatically going ahead with the meditation. So with your eyes closed, and always remember that have a sip of water before you do a meditation, because if you're going to do any exercise of mindfulness feeling dehydrated, it's not going to be effective because your body will always be uneasy. So have a glass of water or a few sips and you're ready to go. So in your posture, in your current posture, just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just drop into your heart area and have a few deep breaths. And as you inhale and exhale, I want you to observe your breathing. Is it relaxed? Is it stressful? Or you never noticed? And once you're done with a few breaths, I want you to imagine or visualize that you are sitting under a huge tree which has a lot of leaves fallen down besides you, and there's a river flowing by. And you are very happy and relaxed watching the river just flowing by, listening to the gurgling sounds, listening to all of that birds chirping around, and just sitting there observing. And as you observe and begin to relax, I want you to reach out and pick one leaf that has fallen beside you. While there are many, just pick one at random. And when you hold this leaf in your hand, I want you to bring your attention to one thought, one incident, or one emotion that's been bothering you for a long time. So, without any judgment, without getting into too much of what happened, when, and who did what, as you hold the leaf lightly, I want you to just bring your entire attention to that one incident. It may be anger, it may be rejection, it may be sadness, it may be just feeling heavy and you don't know what it is. That's also okay. And when you think of that emotion, the incident follows of what led to what. Just take a quick review. Not an elaborate one, but just a quick review. For example, I felt anger because, and that because could be a short sentence. I felt anger because I was not acknowledged today for my work in the office. And when you finish the sentence, just let the leaf go in the river and watch the leaf drifting away, so a little bit by bit, so far till your eyes cannot trace it. Just observe. Now, reach out and pick another leaf. And this may be a new emotion, a different emotion, a long standing one, or just a feeling that you're not good enough and you haven't achieved anything. Because. So, in that because, put your reason. And same way, just let the leaf go, flowing into the river, and watch it pass by till your eyes can trace it. Now we pick the third leaf. We do the same thing, repeating the same exercise, bringing up an emotion or even a thought that's currently in your mind. If you cannot spot emotions at the initial stages, you can just do it with thoughts. So let us bring up a thought right now. Imagine that thought even appearing on the leaf. You can be as creative. And then just let it go in the river. Pick another leaf. And imagine the thought appearing on the leaf from your mind. Put it in the river, just let it go. So this, you don't need a background music, you do not need a meditative space. You can do this exercise, and this eliminates the unwanted load of thoughts in your head. And we are targeting anything lower than a huge 47% that's happening to you right now. So as you do this exercise, like what I'm trying to do here is give you a toolkit for you to have these practices. I will be coming up with 2 more in the next 2 videos. But for now, practice this. And the more you practice, you ace it. And it's our human mind. And I would love for you to reach that state of thoughtlessness. Still, if there are any thoughts, this is a very, very effective exercise where you are willingly let it go without any attachment, without any outcome, without wanting to do something to the situation, just letting it go. It is a very effective exercise for detachment. And I wish you a day full of peace and mindfulness until I see you in my next video.
Help Talks are daily health-related talks held at Health Education Library for People, Mumbai, India. For more information visit www.healthlibrary.com. Subscribe to Help Talks channel. Be better informed about your health.